Welcome back to the High School Sports Zone. It isn't football or even basketball season, but there's lots of going-ons in those sports. One guy who's got it going on, Vype Media Chief Content Officer Matt Malatesta. And Matt, behind you is the Vype cover from a year ago, the Fab Five. Charlie Collier, Jay Ledee, Quentin Grimes, Miller Kopp, Eric Bieniemy. A year later, they're in the news. Quentin Grimes this week, freshman at Kansas, just finished freshman season, declares for the NBA draft. What's up with that?
Well, it's always been his dream to be kind of a one-and-done guy. We'll see if that pans out. You know, I think he's in a situation where he doesn't hire an agent. He could go back. But, again, where will he be drafted? Will it be a second-round type of guy? Before the season started, he was a preseason top 10 pick. So we'll see how that plays out. Other kind of interesting storylines, you know, Jamal Bieniemy had a tremendous year at Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Jay Ledee was one of our players of the year from Kincaid. He is transferring from Ohio State. He's visiting TCU and U of H this weekend.
Wow.
So he's definitely transferring, likely coming back to the state of Texas. How about D.D. Richards winning a national championship? And then just the other day, Brianna Turner, who was in the national championship game from Manville, gets picked up in the WNBA draft at number 11.
Yeah, we're going to talk more about that with Lakita Thompson, women's basketball expert, on next week's show. Charlie Collier had a big year at Texas.
Yeah, she had a pretty decent year. I think she was a little bit banged up going in. So expect for her to really have a breakout sophomore season. Miller Kopp got some really good time at Northwestern as well.
All right, so in football, spring football about to start. A lot of coaching changes. Start with some of that.
Okay, so what's kind of cool is, you know, the dean of coaches is Gary Joseph, right, from Katy. Well, his brother just got the head coaching job at Aldine Davis, and his nephew just got the job at Magnolia West. So now we have three Josephs.
It's very confusing.
Yeah, coaching around the city of Houston. Another interesting job movement is Waller makes a big splash and hires Gene Johnson from Cypress Ranch. Cypress Ranch has not filled that job. Their OC at Cypress Ranch, Andrew Shanley, he goes to Cy Ridge to become the head coach. He was on the Super Bowl champion New York Giants a couple of years back.
That's cool.
A lot of movement. Pasadena ISD had to hire 3 new coaches. Alan Waddell at Brazosport ISD, new AD there. He has to hire 2 new coaches. So a lot of movement. The landscape is changing as it relates to the coaching carousel in Houston.
And guess who's back?
Who?
Tim Takel.
Tim Takel.
Our favorite head coach at Alvin High School.
He was the director of kind of high school relations with University of Houston, had a great run there, and now he's back in business for the Alvin Yellow Jackets. He was a legendary coach at Terry for like 30 years.
Yes, BF Terry Rangers, so it's good to have him back in the coaching community. Good to have you back. Appreciate
Nice seeing
it.
you.
See you next time.
Right on.
Matt Malatesta of Vype.